Okay. If you ask Vivais Achit, call nomination of the Vushim Matim, where all of them are standing there, it is not, they're wearing clothes down to Matir. If it's a old bathhouse. Of the M section, you should get some from Lewisham, we get room in the middle one where there's some dressed, some non dressed. Yesham Shay Lashon, you could say there, you could say Shalom to someone. Envelope Kriyashma, you can't say Kriyashma. Mitzvah or prayer. Haga, Umatu Lahar Bisham B'Divrei Torah, it's to think there in the words of Torah. This in the Ran and Perikam and the Shabbos, and Perikol Hatzalmim. V'Pnimi Shekulam Amdim Shamarum, and in the middle inner one where they're all there naked. Afilu Shela Shalamas, even just asking for peace is Aser. For Aslan is a mem based in Merchat Zot stands in a bathhouse. Uktasir, a little bit, few of them are naked. Yesham the Filim Ashav Kulam Lushim. There's some say that even if now they're all wearing clothes. This is from the Bach and the Prisha and the Simon Cafe. Oshain Shamadim Kala, there's no man there at all. Mikomakum Kivan Shabais Miyukali Yoshambo room. Since the house is set aside to have their naked people. So Levushim Katas and a little bit of people which have clothes on it. Then Merchot Allah has then a Merchot on them. The Ish Mekilim Bizad, there is a Mekilim about this. If there is no naked people there, that's from the Beis Yosef from the Eli Rabbah. But the very according to their words, this is in the Prima Gadim. The Vedic Shadar Sham Habalan, the room which the Balan, the bath attendant, lives. But when they are the Monim Sham Gamkem room, there's also there's some naked people. Okay. Shari Lomer Divrei Torah, what's it to say Divrei Torah, B'Kiddush, B'Tfilah, and Kiddush, and Tfilah, and Davin, Be'in Sham Adam, when there's no one there, and he's finishes at the end of the day. The Kol Zilin in Beis I'm sorry, all this in regards to the middle house. Have a base of Tanim, but the inner house, Shakul Mom Sham, all of them are standing there. Sorry. But in the inner, the Kulam Nishama room, they're all there naked. Rokot to some and they're sleep washing there. Kumal is more disgusting when the Kolyam Medina Kabesa and everyone says that's like a bathroom. Also, if you lane Shamadim, it's also even if there's no people there. Havilo hides in dark, which will also America is the way of in that bath house. Lurkos Bo Rakri almost Hakama is only washing in the summertime. Umimea Kharif who's Sagar and for winter time it's closed. In the Kuliam, it still is on the whole time. Nikomakam Gam Zino Merchat Allah, even then it has a din of a Merchat on it. This is from the Yerushalmi and the Brachos Perak Beis, Baim Berlacha. The Lo Nekar Adain Shmuel, Mimanu still hasn't uprooted the name from it. Ach, also Shina might make a change in the action in it himself. He changed it himself. This is from the Panim Iris and the Shari Tshuva. Gon Sha'aku Shama Tanuro, that for example you uproot there the oven, Yotub and stuff like that, Su based Irani made it into a place to live. Then Mutul the Haniach with the pistol Mezuz Mutul place on its entrance in Mezuz the Barchalag to make a bracha in it, and Vilikros with the Spalasham and to read make Kriya Shema to daven there. Mekana then later in basically the same thing would be by a bathroom if you removed all the stuff and turned it into a place to live. I feel low, even not so. Even if there's no one we couldn't say Kriya Shema to be in the half and half. Avila. V'chein kol brachos im le'al brachos v'divrei kedusha v'divrei Torah and words of Torah also sham be also there. V'mashur v'divrei Taz, mashur from the words of the Taz. This is from the Pri Megadim. The v'diavad and berach b'sham made a bracha. V'diavad made a bracha there. Ain't no close in bracha wouldn't have to repeat that bracha. V'chein Kriya Shema similarly by Kriya Shema. Ain't close in v'kar you wouldn't have to repeat the Kriya Shema. After by an imsa sham other marim v'vaisim. So even if there was found there a man who was naked in the middle house. Often Shlomo Ahmed Negdo, just in the case it has to be a way that you weren't standing him opposite him, basically at the time of the reading of Krishma. Okagon Shehester Panda Baguf of men works, for example, you turned his body and his face from him. Dila Hawkly closed the record, then not so anyone has to repeat. Mitam Shikar Neged because of the reason that he read opposite in Arabic. Well, Indian base is from the Prima Gadim. Well, Indian base is feel in regards to the Tefillah house where you do the mikvah. Okay. Master Gata, the task includes the gold dino kabesim and try and has all the dins like the middle house, all the merchats of the merchats. The in levar from some bracha and shouldn't make there any bracha. Back brachas of tefillah just the bracha of actual tefillah she achrechasam which is needed there, but he that counts as after the fact or something else you can do. Because the imam mavarach and end of arm. All this is just talking the person who's making the bracha is not naked. The gam shelo yam naked rumim is also not standing opposite naked people. Besa and beisa bracha the time of the bracha. The odds also mitam but then it's also because of erva. In lo shehefzer pandam miguf meham unless he turns his face and body from them. Vodim because of ish the same thing would be by this by a woman. Ham varachas besa which is making a bracha at the place of when she's making her tefillah. Uprima Galim causes Yosef Tov Tvar for mine. It's better that she make a bracha while she's already in the water. Fa'ain le'el simin ayin dalid. Okay. Fa'ain le'el simin ayin dalid. Sivkan K'tatzayin. Look earlier in simin ayin dalid. She causes the Tov should act of ragla. It's better that she should like make turbulent with her feet. Shlo yeher around near b'amayim. There's a limit shouldn't be seen in the water, and then you can make the bracha. By the time the sham and b'makom mayim there inside the water, yoser mistaver the eno nafshem kibeisem. So it's more mistaver that doesn't count as like the middle house. Shal merachos of the bathhouse where you can't do holy things. The pasha the gam sham is pasha are also there. Tzricha beis the bracha she needs at the time of the bracha have to penav b'gufim minashim harumin that's turn her body, her face and her body from naked women. Ha'omdim sham beis the which is standing there in the mikvah. As we proved earlier, B'Simanai has to phase at the middle of the base. And Sham. The feed has the Hataz, according to Pin and Taz, Afkash ain't Sham other, even when there's no man there, Ain Lavarach Sham Bracha, you shouldn't make a different bracha there. The Dasam at Machmir in El Base. I'm sorry, according to the opinion that our Machmir earlier, went in the middle part of the house. Abel Me'amogan of okay. Yeah, even if there's no one there, you shouldn't make a bracha. Bracha Cheres. Different make a bracha. The Dasam Machmir El Base. I'm sorry, according to the people who were Machmir earlier, in the middle house. Avol Me'amogan of Bracha, but from the Mogan the El, B'Sim Hey, Mashmo, the Huckable Day, Mashmo, you can be making about this. The in but Zuma doesn't have so much disgustingness, it's not so bad. I think also the Berkayose, similar to the Berkayose. Vihini b'mikvah sheshoftim b'mayim ha'kamen. In the mikvah they pour in hot water. So this is from the Prima Gadim, V'chim Machzis Hashekel, Mistafik B'detzim, Machzis Hashekel, is something about this. Yishlom, the Yishlom, but Havla, there's to say that has in it about a lot of sweaty stuff. Mikomakum Efshalom, it's possible to say, the Ainbaz whom it doesn't have any disgustingness. The Havla cast and disgusting air so much. Come over Merchat as like a bathhouse. Behind Mikvos, Ha'omdim and Merchat Skupos, these Mikvos which are standing in the bathhouse themselves. B'merchat V'adayaser. So these mikvahs in the bathhouse are for sure. B'merchat V'adayaser, the Baruch Shem Berachas Tvila. In the merchat, in the bathhouse, it's for sure also to make a bracha of mikvah. I feel b'mayim tzarach and even b'mayim you would need ian if it's in a bathhouse. The Yishlom have the merchat navish b'mayim na'amaser, and then because you could say that the air, the hot air and the sweatiness of the bathhouse, which is mikvah is very strong, and even in the water would be also. This is the prima gadim. B'ayim mashikos the vod b'zev siman mem hey. Look, we said earlier in siman hey. Right, for more about the siman hey. B'yishlavam d'yishlavam. Okay, it's mutter to think their words of kedusha. It's mutter to think the words of Torah. That was from the round in Perkam and Shabbos in Parakot Tzimchamu. But feel naked, and Nashim even in a room even opposite naked men, it would still be muster to hear naked everybody, and if it's thinking opposite and everybody is not usher. I feel the Shayla Shalom Nasser, even saying Shalom would be usher if it's in the inner room. Okay. Ki Shalom hu Shemo Shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that Shalom is the name of Hashem. Shenemar v'yikras lo Hashem Shalom, is the pasuk says, and he called to him Hashem Shalom. Okay. Now for something would be also the same to give shalom to his friend in dirty rooms, alleyways. This is from the Magen Avraham. The kol dina kabesa mevnim, because all its entire din has like the inner room where it's very disgusting. Adam sheshmo shalom, Adam which name is shalom. Yesh osrim b'beis hamechot. Someone asked them to say it in beis hamechot. The cross of b'shmol to call him his name. Avim b'lashon la ela b'lashon la, rather it has to be in the vernacular, I guess, however you would say it. V'yesh matirin, those that are matir it. This is from the Taz. Kivin she'enim miskaven al in shalom, since he hasn't intent about the topic of shalom. El l'skar shemo shalosum, them rather just trying to talk about the name of that person. But divrei sofrim halachach harmekel, and by sofrim go by the mekel. This one is for sure. V'chein no against him, that's the minhag. V'yer shemaim yesh lo l'hachmin, yer shemaim should be machmin. Ya'an ki harbi akronim ke'me'achronim, also since many of the akronim are asking. Yivlo hamem v'yomer rak shloi, and you should absorb the mem and just say shloi. Below mem without a mem. So it says yo shloi. I guess it's okay. This one the Chai Adam. Oh shaloin, or just say shaloin with a nun instead of saying shalom. V'gam be garis also in a leather and have rishus nafon shlolach tov shalom in vav rak shalem. Your permission is even if by a permitted letter, it's proper not to write shalom with the vav. You just say shalom. Shalom. Shemot zelizrok v'hashbot. It's normal to throw them in the garbage. Therefore, you shouldn't have it saying the word shalom. And this is interesting. This is from the Shari Tshuva. So, Anus Amein, to answer Amein. Al echad she'omer b'echotz on about someone who sat outside. O be'ezah ba'is shum bracha. Outside or in whatever house, some sort of bracha. So about something you can't say Amen to someone who's at the Seder bracha outside. The Hainu, and that is dafka b'beis apanim. It's only in the inner room. The who base is like a bathroom. This is from Aimach the Shachol. Abu Beis, I'm sorry, but in the middle room, Shari l'Anas Yimutz to answer. Oh, sorry. Yadal was from the Prima Gadon. Okay. Gam im shalo adam davar halacha b'beis apanim. Even if someone asks him halacha in the inner bathroom, it's from the Magen Avraham. Also, lo ein mashkiv meshiv b'merchos. You can't also to say, well, you can't respond in the bathhouse. Who was in kishanasa lo adam echad shalom b'merchos? Simply someone gives him shalom in the bathhouse. Also, lo ein meshiv b'merchos. You can't say you can't respond in the bathroom. From the Pri Chadash. Abu Shalom, because you can't say it's also to say it's in the bathroom. Abu Shalom b'chol zem merchotu, but you could say with all this it's merchos. Here, this is even counted as thought. Abu Rabbi Samsai, but in the middle room, Mutter lo merlo, and Meshivim b'merchot, but it'd be mutter to say you can't respond in a bathhouse. Yishmach me'am gam b'beis Samsai, there's a matter even in the middle house about this. Rakam yishlo mishum dak shalom, except if there's a way of peace, meaning there's a problem, someone's going to be angry. Mutter lo merlo shazeh, you could say it in this language of Usher. And Yadain is from the Thousand Am example. English also you shouldn't drink in a bath house. Kihalu also the Barasham is also to make a bracha there. I believe bracha in the shlosim shouldn't make a bracha without a bracha shouldn't drink. Misha wrote to the shlos, someone who wants to drink in the bathhouse. Masik the primigon includes the avar by suchitz to make a bracha in the outer room, or b'chedu habalon, or in the room where the attendant sleeps. B'shah she'ein sham b'nei adam, when there's no people there. A room where there's no naked people there. Oshi kanas basic tefillah, But my or you should go into the house of the mikvah and when the water until up to his erva. V'gam yichas rosh also cover his head while he's doing this kind of bracha without covering your head. V'yivarach v'yishtin, you should make a bracha and then drink. Shamad alman at a little bit amanat shos on condition that you're going to drink it in the bathhouse. V'ushi yesham hachadarim v'bayzach, and this has to be where all the rooms are in one house, one place, one house. Toch by some inside the bathhouse. Halavar chutz l'merchatz klal aser, but to make a bracha outside of the merchatz and then go inside will be aser. Pshita de lavar Upshita de lavar v'lo lishtos klal rak v'merchatz, but it's possible just to make a bracha and then not to drink except when you're in bathrooms. V'vadei also for sure also the hafsik bein bracha l'shtiyah, to make that sort of a hafsik between the bracha and the drinking. Finally, elsim Samafez, look earlier into Samafez, Mishabura, their Allah and their Allah. Mezuzah and Merchatz, the Bayis of Benini, Mezuzah in the bathhouse in the inner room. This is from the Prima Gadim. Be'emsa, Mtsai Potter. And the middle one it is Potter. Middle and outer one they're Potter from Mezuzah. Guadin Merchatz, Yesh, the Faneha Potter, simply be by a bathhouse which has in front of it a Potter. Oh. The Chatzar Mishal mixes room, and in the Chatzar some of them are standing there naked. Chatzar Gamkin would still be Chatzar also. The Diras Abal, the dwelling place for the bath attendant, Chayavat Mezuzah is obligated in Mezuzah. Okay. Duhu Chazer Gamin, that's a full room. When they Shematzah, but since it's common, Shab B'nai Adam Arum, it's common there to have naked people there. It's also the Mezuzah, you have to cover the Mezuzahs. Okay. Mullet Hoiz, what is it called? It's called Pesach Shuva Yorodes Risham Pes, Mullet Hoiz, Sha'usim Emmanuel Lapam, which are mixed sometimes. This is the base Yuchad, the Tlinas came up for grinding grain. Okay. Pama, they make sometimes from that into a bathhouse. Pamelcha is L'shtaim, L'shana, once or twice a year. Oh, Letter Hoiz, or Letter Hoiz, which is a Feder Madrigos Lombakura. It's a stairwell which is not covered. High mezuzah, all those cases are high mezuzahs. Yeshom and Deish Chasos, some mezuzahs, there it says there is to cover the mezuzah. Plain was the spell, but also sometimes with the daven in there. Ba'isha omdim bo amtos, l'refito, you have a house which stands there, you have sort of baths for washing. Mashra me'achonim, didino kabayis, the minim is mashra one that it has in like the inner house. The not for Sham Havla is home that has a lot of their bad air and disgusting stuff. Sweat. This is going to come over somebody in Yilfas and Shuvas Ben Yitim. You'll see the Bar Halacha. In the middle, in the inner house, where everyone's naked there. Yerushalmi says the majority of people there are naked. Not everyone doesn't have to be. Will still be counted the inner one. We can enter a main and the other shriekness of inner ones. Okay, Be'izim is also the code condition. What place can't use break condition? Lo yelchadam b'mavos a person shouldn't go in a dirty alleyway. So yelchadam al and put his hand on his mouth. Yikru kriyishma and re-kriyishma. Afilu im haya korba uba, even if it was even if it was reading and then and walking and then he has to stop in those dirty places. And he has to stop when he reaches a dirty alleyway. Because he is released from there, even if he waited the amount enough to read the whole thing. He only has to go back to the place where he stopped. The Ramah says, the Rosh, so you go back to the beginning, and that's right. Says Ramah, Put his hand on his mouth. Balachos that he reads it so quietly. Ad she'enu nikra klal shemerachas b'spos. He does not recognize him all these he flips. Gam kenos would still be awesome. This is from the Prisha. Kishiyagia when he reaches the time, when he reaches a place where there's dirtiness. Rotalomer b'toch arba means within 4 amos of that place. This is from this Pashit. Yimhu who the fun of it's in front of it, also from Malay never be after until as far as I can see. And that is the mikvah that funds the you would have to repeat if you waited enough to finish the whole thing. I'm Simatam Chayloga, Simatam Hey, the Mishnah Bro, Shemiyan Shemkal Pazidim, we explain all the Pazidim. Anytime you're forced to stop and you finish the kula, then you have to repeat. Like you did enough to finish the whole thing, then it would be after if you're really forced. Back in the Shulchan, even to think of Divrei Torah also basically this is also in a bathhouse. Based on Marchat or it's also in a bathroom or a bathhouse. If a makom it's in a place where it's dirty. Who a makom sheyesh botor, that means a place where there is excrement, or urine. Haga. Vafilu hilchos merachot, even the halachos of the merachot also the home of the merachot is also to learn inside a bathhouse. This is the wrong parak kira and the base Yosef b'shem of time. And the base Yosef of time. Okay, the bottom shall fall. Mutzah back to Shulchan says in the words of regular words mutzah to say there, but Lashon HaKodesh to say them in the Lashon HaKodesh. Ruchein HaKinuyim can go in Rachum, and also the nicknames of Hashem, for example, Rachum, Neman, and Yosefim, stuff like that. Mutzah Lam Shabbat to say that. Abel Shem She'enam and Klakim, but the words which are not erased. Also, this last Kiram Sham is also to mention. The image is damaged low Sham. And if it happens to them there, the hafish midavar also to mafresh to separate him, someone from something which is usher, you can do it. Okay, if there's some sort of case where you can't separate him from something else. But people blush in the kodesh, even in the lashon kodesh, ubinyani kodesh, and in topics of kodesh, you can still do it. Bay says, like in the Mishnah, let's see what that all meant. I feel are even to words, even to think. But I feel it's man change from other when there's no people there. In a bathroom. Now, this is from the Prima Godim. B'divrei Torah, word of Torah. Remember, also I made the case of somebody's also to look into the basic Yilu Meshkali Shemos in the Apolim, in the this one the Shari Tshuva, in the weights of the names of the workers in the Shalosh HaKodesh, Shein derech lehagia liyidia rak al pi ksubu, which is not normal to reach to knowledge except through writings. Yovel Harbin Mikvah, you're going to start coming to the. Okay, so you're going to have to. What you're going to do is you're going to start coming to reading the Psukim and figuring out what these mean, where these names come from. Yovel Harbin Mikvah, you're going to read to come back. The Pasha, the Mutzah Adam, his bonus. The Pasha is Mutzah man to think, but basically say, the goal of Shekluso, with the greatness of how lowly he is. Shebesofo Yahser Kul Yos Afet, at the end is going to end it so completely to dust. Rahima with the last and to worms and to the Ina lo Gaiba. It's not proper for it to be for him to have a Gaiba. Also, it would be also to do this. The Yasher Shamishling there Chashbon Shabim Beso the calculations of his house and what he's spending. You should think about them. This is from the Sefer Charedim. Kadesh lo yavel they hear another shouldn't come to thoughts. But with Shabbos, Yashav b'vinyanim, with Yom Naim, you should think about sort of buildings and nice pictures, figure those out. Okay, this is in Shlach. Basically, he's in the bathroom. But even in the 4 amos of the bathhouse, Malcolm Shakala Araf, the place where the smell is stopped. Gam can also would still also be also to think about Torah. But I only help with Simon Ayin look earlier in Simon Ayin Test, Mishnah Berurah, Sefkat and Beis, Yemel. So we're going to go. Cause of Zebra and that was from the Shari Tshuva. Aklin in the Faneha, however, in regards to in front of it, the Yanti, I made it see on you should look earlier, but Simon Ayin Test, B'Sivkatan Gimel. Kishami Ishtayos because there is opinions about this. Okay. Basically, he's b'makom shekol hareach something else. Kind of ein lechel siman ein tes mishna berura b'Sivkatan Gimel. It says there in mishna berura. Okay. Because of the Sefer Tosus Yerushalmi, it says in the book of the Yotod Yerushalmi, B'Shem Yerushalmi, the name of the Yerushalmi, who the Bavorsky also is followed by a tannery is also to make a to daven. V'chein lahazker kol davar shebekdusha, to mention anything in kedusha. Who shechuskal li, but that is that he's already started the tanning process. Sheyesh reya for all that has bad smell. Avalim adayin lo isalam his kamota, but he still hasn't started in mutter. Upashat of his mansha aser who afilu lehaumein atzmos, and it says pashat in time that it's also even for the expert himself, the Shemburgal Beharef, which is a custom with the bad smell, with the bad smell, even with Vena Margaret doesn't even feel it. Then all of the other people would have be pained by this bad smell. It would still be, it is like earlier in Simon 9 test of alef, it would still be no good. In that time. We made some Malachas in the house of in the bathhouse. Because a lot of disgusting, sweaty stuff in there. This is from the Magen Avram. The Moses and it's disgusting. Havali Kitsoa, basic Kisan is like excrement and like a bathroom. The time is here about the reason for the bath for the Isser to think in these all these places. Mishum the beginning, because we need that you should have your camp should be holy. And we don't have that. Sometimes Shabbos none. Because of the Beis Yosef writes, Misha Talmudo Shoga, if someone has Talmud which is a fluid in his mouth, the heart of the basic and he's thinking in the bathroom with base and and in the bathhouse, one so just to force it because he has to keep thinking he's just on that flow. It's mutter. That would be mutter because what can you do? Yishomim Tess says this one the Pisha and who the Prima Gadam the Prima Gadam. Like even the Anasu, the here who since he's forced in his thoughts, Yachol Afilu Levasavitz of the Saivis, is able to say it out with his mouth. Claim Mashroom is the Vacham Kavgate base and the base, with Mashroom Vacham base and base, there's nothing he can do. Al Besefer Berk Yosef Masuk Dibur also Bechogam, and the Besefer Berk Yosef says that speaking is also in all cases. The Rayam and Gemara Yesh the Plus and the proof in the Gemara you can push it off. If Moshe Pasha Shama Rav Yerkos Zevach, as it says the Rav Yerkos Zevach. It's on Kodshim and on Kodshim also, okay? Also say that way. I ain't showing there. The Mashakot of the im here is the im here who answer what in this he says that if he's thinking for his forced thoughts, it's mutter and there's nothing he can do. I know what's not means to say the im here who will obviously true that if he thinks this way he doesn't do an ism. He has to try once since he was forced to do that. Baram the Chafila Chova against Gabriel is supposed to hear, but however the Chafila is an obligation of man to push off the thoughts. Because again, the Adibur also for sure thinking is us. The words are usher. L'chafila. V'chein cost of the Sefer Yeshua Yaakov. Someone says Yeshua Yaakov is Adibur also. The Adibur is usher. He's speaking will be usher. Lashon HaKodesh in the holy language. You could say words of just poem. Immediate Chassidus to the half between the Chassidus to be mafra not to say things in the holy language in the bathroom. This one is Sefer Chassidim. Namon. And similarly to say the words Namon, Rachman, and all those things would be okay. Arrive at Osa Rachman, around the arrive at Alas Rachman, he says you can't do that. Also the mouth says, Yesh Lahachman, there's to be mafra. I think positive Pre-Kodesh from the Pre-Kodesh is passed this way. Yemihu, the law is the Kuli al Masharik guy in the regular language, everyone would hold its mother. Well, but that ain't no Miyukad. Jafka, like on the Baruch since this isn't sent specifically for Hashem. Masha Inkim Shad Torah, which is not true by other meaning just saying it in the regular language is okay. All the V'zeh Ein Miyuchad Dafel Torah is not specific to Hashem. Masha Inkim Shad Torah, which is not true by other words of Torah. This is from the Pri Megadim. V'kol Shegen Hashem Hashem and Mufakim for sure the words of which again you couldn't say that in specific for Torah. The Kol Shegen Hashem Hashem and Mufakim for sure the words which the names which can't be erased. Also, though Misham Afilu B'Lashon Lazin, we also say them even in the vernacular. This is from the Achronim. You go on God, for example, God, G-O-D, B'Lashon Ashkenaz and Ashkenaz, Obone, Obuga, B'Lashon Poland, or Buga in Poland, Berusia, or in Russian, Pegamna, and stuff like that. You know, this name doesn't have any kedusha in it, but also so in the letters of its writing, there still isn't a bizayin when mentioning it in a place of of dirt. As far as the shalom, for example, just like mentioning shalom, which is mutter also to erase it. This is in the Shulchan Aruch Shalagraz. V'afalpi and Kivan Shakadosh Baruch Hu Nikr Bo, and still since Hashem is called by that, Afalpi She'eno Miyukalo, even though it's not specific for him when he says Shalom, also as Kiro Shemiskam, it's also to mention that name in the bathhouse. Shemiskam and all Indian Shalom, he's talking about the topic of Shalom, and that has to do with Hashem's name. Because he's talking about Shalom, which is Hashem, it could also be called. The Kol Shekem B'Zeh B'Shur B'Zeh is still when you're using the name God and the other ones. Shelukam Dvarim Dinam Koshemus Shebalashon Kodesh, and many things that are like the names which are in the holy language. You go in Shvua, for example, in regards to a Shvua, this is Ayin Shach Yordes that writes Namazan, Lukman Shach Yordes Shem Lichzayin. Askar Shem Shemayim the Batala, in regards to saying Hashem's name the Batala. This is from Hagos Yishnochlim. In regards to cursing Hashem, his friend with Hashem's name. This is the Mishpatzim and Zion and Hashem. All those things that it has, even the regular vernacular one is just as bad as saying Hashem's name. Mutzul Omram, it's mutzul to say that, to say them. It would be mutzul to say those names. Because even people also have nicknames like them also sometimes. They call Rachel or whatever. Okay, commotion number the puzzle says Chanim v'Rachum Tzaddik, as the puzzle says gracious and merciful and tzaddik. But ba'omer kaf, it's only when he's saying this. Abu ba'omer harachum yirachim alechem, but when he's saying the one merciful one should have mercy on you, and he's talking about Hashem, yesh lomid asik mochi l'shalom. There's say that also then just like saying shalom, you can't do that. Even though you make no bracha, you can't do that. You can't say Hashem. This is the point of it. This is from the Pri Megadim. Okay, the She'enim and the which can't be erased. Lam Dafka doesn't mean specifically which can't be erased. The Ha'ika Shalom, the Asur, the Hakbisham, there's Shalom which is also mentioned there, and it is mutter to erase it. Can also be Pedal, so everything's Pedal. The Hafimish Midabar Asur, but if there's something separate from something which is Asur, who didn't, Im Nichlas the Libo, here or there, someone say if entered in his heart a bad thought, a thought of a sin. This is from the Sefer Chassidim. Mutal Harisham Devitar, it's mutal to think in the word the Torah nation is Shazehu Kamola Hafisham. So this is like separating from something else. Torah Masalas and here rhyme that Torah saves you from bad thoughts. So if you have something to separate from bad thought, from bad Isser, and you have to think about Torah or you have to say Torah, it's okay. But Binyane Kodesh and other things about Torah, Kodesh. even if you have to do it in a lashon kodesh or in the topic of kodesh. The hainu lomelo is to say to them, afilu b'lashon ra, even the language of ruling. Also, last again, it's also to do this because he's trying to do an if you don't do that, don't say it to him. Vein torach ledaktik v'lom, you don't have to be medaktik and say al tas sekach v'lish lashon ra, but don't do this with and not say that it's a ruling why. Soon the magen of Ram b'shem gets the mishna, the magen of the gets the mishna, but think that's the gav b'shem rajma, similar to the name of the rajma. Each machmir misarim, those that are machmir and hold. Also, lom b'lashon hara is that who Torah. You can't also just say in a language of ruling that this is the Torah. Okay, that's why you're doing it. Just say it in a language of because that is Torah. Rather, you should just say it in a language of you can't do this. From the Chayei Adam, I'm Beralacha the Beralacha. Kagon Imro Be'erpes, for example, this is near Perza of Shemagalcha and Achakatos that they were shaving after Katos. Yomer in Magalcha. You say you can't shave. The Lashon is ain't a Lashon Hara because this Lashon is not. This language is not a language of. You telling them the rule of the Torah, so you can't. You can't. Even though they'll automatically understand that it's Asr. Below Yomer Asr L'Galech, but don't say that it's Asr to shave. But nearly the image the var of Nishman B'Kitzur, if this word wouldn't be listened to very short, and he's not, the guy's just going to continue. It's like, no shaving. It's like, okay, whatever, I'm shaving. Yukul Harim, Laharvach will be lengthy and explain everything. But Nehem, go to the greatness of the Yisr, B'Chol Kolakov, Hidei Lafrish, and all the separate parts of it in order to separate them from it. This is from Bukhuk Masugi, the Shabbos, it's proven from the Sugi on Shabbos there. Cosmo Mogan around the Ram says B'Shem around the name of Ram. I feel below if Rishim is, even if it's not separating from Isher, Sharlom and the Chavera Asili Kaf, God will put the same friend do for me such and such. I feel him in Mela have a arrive and automatically it's going to be a ruling. Shabazam Ralo Shahu must last skin that is showing him that he must do this. Given Sha'inu Omer Balashan Ara, since he's not saying in a language of ruling. Vim is Naman Midaver Isser. I'm Mishnah Berura. Look at the Mishnah Berura. So cut in the Yadam, which is anything to cut in the Yadam. Masha Kaz is the Yesh Machmir that said there is people who are Machmir. That you can't say Hora. Umechayadam Nishmas Adam. This is from the Chayadam and Nishmas Adam. I ain't sure look there. Umekar of the Nidpas Kedush Iran. Recently there has been the Kedush Iran al Shabbos. Easter Sham the Hedjas the Lokavasi that says Persian, not like him, that you could say are ruling. But also from the Nishmas Adam, and it's proof there in Nishmas Adam, it's still close to the question of Mas. The income of Lahar is not the place to be lengthy about this. I think because of the grass, and Magan Abram, some of the grasses from the Magan Abram, you could say Hara even in the bathroom.